Henry awoke to the sound of alarms blaring into the halls of the ship. He calmly put on his uniform amongst the chaos of the crew scrambling to get their armor strapped and their weapons loaded. Today was drop day, and many of the troopers were greens who had only experienced it in training. For Henry, it was like clockwork. Put on the uniform, put on the armor, grab the gun, and wait by the pod. The helmet chaffed against Henry's forehead. For God's sake, thought Henry, I need to get that damn liner replaced. His gun, a standard KP-13 assault rifle, was immaculately cleaned. Henry's CO had complained that he was using too much gun oil to clean his rifle. Henry had told him that he would stick said rifle where the sun doesn't shine, sir, and was barred from only being able to clean his gun once a day instead of twice. He was still pissed about that. Henry found his platoon waiting for him in the hangar bay. No one spoke to him and spoke to no one. They knew, at least from training, what they were about to do. The army was on the back foot on Hermes Prime. Humanity had made an enemy with the Renelgans when a Renelgan fleet was refused access through Terran space in order to subjugate the planet Wu-Uin, a new species who has yet to be among the stars. This star system, Hermes, was essential to human trade and commerce, and the whole system had fallen to the Renelgan horde except for the capital. If Hermes falls, humanity will follow. The troopers got into their drop pods. Some were nervous, others were excited, though no one was going to back out. They know their duty. The army needed to be relieved, and the Renelgans needed to be shown what's what. Henry stepped into his pod and closed the hatch. The sound of the alarm became muffled. He then proceeded to strap himself into the standing seat and made sure the safety belt was holding him tightly. Suddenly, the alarms were joined in symphony by the company of cannon fire. The guns, although somewhat muted by the shell of the pod, roared as they hit the Renelgan lines. The video screen to the left of Henry's head flickered to life, and he was met with the face of Admiral Liu. Brave souls of the TSS Virtus, our brothers and sisters are suffering and dying upon the world that sits beneath us. The hangar bay doors below Henry opened slowly, revealing a once beautiful blue and green planet ruined by the cloud of gray smoke and ash made between the two clashing armies. As the muffled sound of cannon fire roared, the gray clouds were joined by the contrasting plumes of yellow and orange explosions. The army is fighting as well as it can, but the damned Renelgan bastards have nearly pushed them to the final spaceport. If they manage to overrun that spaceport, we will have lost this system. A 30-second countdown began on the screen to Henry's right. The time was almost nigh. We cannot let such an event occur. You will not let such an event occur. You, the troopers, must don the bravery of our ancestors before us. You must fight for your brothers and sisters. You will fight for humanity. 3, 2, 1, 0. The suspension holding Henry's pod let loose and propelled him toward the planet at a speed faster than most can comprehend. Something was odd about this part, thought Henry. It was oddly peaceful up here. The once muffled sounds of the atmosphere were now completely silent. Henry set his gaze at the TSS Virtus and watched as it melancholily sent salvo after salvo into the ruined planet below him. There was no sound in the void, and yet the stars seemed to sing a somber tune to Henry, as if the universe were watching a tragedy unfold. The song, Henry felt, was then interrupted by the atmosphere. The pod groaned in pain and was met with the flicker of flame enveloping the outside layer. Henry held his gun close to him, the adrenaline pumping through his veins, his head beating like a drum of war, as if the warriors of humanity's past were roaring for the blood of any enemy who stood before him. Crash. The pod door flew open. Today was drop day.